Shine a light on the horrors you've done. We scream it loud, we won't be restrained until every last one of you is named in shame.
Our first one tonight in Pred Cops, arguably not so much predator, but it is misconduct, on the part of somebody that shouldn't know that this is unprofessional behavior and it is sexually related. So, we do the crescendo thing and start here. OnlyFans cop, you remember this guy? Basically, he did like a fake cop video for OnlyFans, but he appeared in uniform. Yeah, so they are suspending his certification. Tennessee Post is, that is. And yeah, he was arrested, facing 2 felony counts of official misconduct, and he posted a $3,000. This $3,000 is nothing.
Yeah, a few thousand is pocket change to an officer. Fucking hell.
But yeah, so, I mean, in the broad scheme of things, minor, but again, he was in uniform. It's completely unprofessional. And
it is.
Given, like, the nature of the fake traffic stop, like, it's implying that perhaps, this is something that he's considered doing, like, in real life, too. So, it's problematic.
It is.
Next one is lawsuit says Trenton police allowed and covered up pest harassment and discrimination. The filing accuses a sergeant of stripping naked in front of female workers and also retaliation for complaints. So 2 women said the department allowed harassment, discrimination, retaliation, bullying, intimidation, and harassment to go unchecked, tried to sweep it all under the rug and pretend that none of it ever happened, even allowing officers within the department to make it seem like the women were at fault or overreacting.
I've seen this shit happen when I was in the military.
Yeah.
Not the sexual harassment itself, but I've seen the sweeping under the rug of that type of behavior.
Definitely.
It's very disgusting.
Definitely. You don't want, the misconduct of one, like, casting bad light on the group, right?
Right.
Yeah, it's disgusting. Cop fired for outrageous sexting with suspect got second chance in Dundee. So we've got a Pred cop here that's a gypsy cop now.
Yep.
It was deemed outrageous, quote unquote, by his department. And then cost him his badge. But it looks like 3 times in 3 years he had been found to engage in conduct that caused a high risk for the public. Twice he failed to turn on his emergency equipment while speeding. But it was what Ashley did on a night of August 22 that would trigger his firing. It was misconduct that Kenton police worked to conceal from public view. Only agreeing to release body cam video from that 7 News if they could blur all of it. So yeah, we talk about footage being redacted.
Yep, exactly. If I were them, I'd be like, no, screw you. We're gonna use this footage and not blur it. Screw you. But that's just me.
So yeah, apparently he pulled over some woman that was intoxicated, pretended like he was going to let her go, gave her some citations, and then turns off his body cam. And who knows what happened after that?
Wow.
Yeah. Like, why would you turn off your body cam at all?
Right.
So I think it's pretty obvious.
Well, true, yeah. As the phrase goes, never film yourself committing a crime.
And then, yeah, apparently, quote, wanted to see how far this man was going to go. Got her answer when Ashley texted her a photo of his number, along with the message, LOL, please delete. These messages, like all exchanged between Ashley, were redacted by Canton officials. And, she even went as far as to say, please stop texting, and then he complied.
Wow.
Yeah, another example of them trying to sweep things under the rug.
Absolutely. Super disgusting.
So, of course, he didn't agree to an interview with 7 News. That would have been funny. Um, he said he turned off his body camera because he thought the stop was over, not to cover anything up. Yeah, nonsense. Um, obviously, with text messages like that, there was discussion that he didn't want on the official.
Right.
He says he's become a better human because of this experience.
Bullshit.
Oh man, yeah, no. Anyway,
He hadn't learned shit from this.
oh, probably not. No, he's probably learned how to hide it better. Fortunately,
There you go. Yes.
he just won't turn his body cam on in the first place. That one, right?
All right.
Former Greene County deputy faces charges for exposing himself inside a store.
What the
This is
hell?
here in Missouri, where I'm at, Springfield. Apparently, authorities arrested former Greene County Sheriff's Office deputy accused of exposing himself inside of a Dollar Tree. His name is Jesse Snow, and he resigned on Tuesday. They're charging him with misdemeanor as misconduct. He was following a woman around the store while exposing himself.
What the hell? That's disgusting.
Yeah, what is wrong with people?
Very.
I mean, you're in public. You don't know if there's going to be children in that store. One, I mean, it's bad enough that you're supposed to an adult, but you know what I mean. Like,
Yeah, he should.
it shouldn't be a misdemeanor.
I agree because he should be put on. Yeah, he should be put.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's the one. Yes.
Yep, definitely. I agree. Hopefully he is. Hopefully we see a follow-up.
Right.
So Lauderhill police recorded self having S with girlfriend against her consent. Okay, there's a word for that. It starts with an R.
Bingo.
Other women,
Bingo.
detectives say. I hate it when
Yeah.
they do that. I hate it when they whitewash it by saying having S with. No. Without consent, there is a word for that.
Correct. Absolutely.
So-
And yes, you're right. That absolutely is the R word.
Mhm.
Just use the R word, people. Grief.
So, detectives have released more details about a Lauderhill police officer who has been charged with video voyeurism. Lauderhill police officer Johnny Alejandro Mateo was arrested at work on Tuesday by some police. He's facing one count of digital voyeurism. Says that woman had suspicion that Johnny was cheating on her, and she found 2 USB drives in the kitchen. She looked at the drives, where it says there was video of 2 of them having S in the bedroom. That was recorded with.
Wow.
So apparently he's put up hidden cameras. Okay, so it's the recording that was without our consent, not the act. He's still, creepy. Like, what was he going to use it for? That's not okay.
Right.
If you're going to record your partner, like, make it over and ask them first. Crazy.
Absolutely.
Our next one, 10 women allege female corrections officer in New Hampshire S-aid and harassed them. Apparently, these people were living in a transitional house, Concord, and I cannot read the rest of the article because it's not letting me close this stupid thing. It was available to me earlier.
I can see the first paragraph and a half down here. It says 10 women who allege they were subjected to adult inappropriate behavior while in the custody of New Hampshire Department of Corrections are suing a former corrections officer and the state. The plaintiffs, who are identified in court records by pseudonyms, accuse Officer Deborah J. Steele of violating their constitutional rights by taking invasive and unwarranted actions during roll calls, pat-downs, and urine testing at various times between 2003 and 2021 at the DOC's Shea Farm, a transitional housing unit in Concord. Wow. What the hell?
Yeah.
That is super disgusting.
Yeah, I don't even know what to say about that except that, you know, I believe that patting people down like that is essay, no matter whether you intend it to be or not. In my
Right.
opinion, like I think,
Absolutely.
the part about the Fourth Amendment, where it says that the right to be secure in your person, I think that's definitely a big part of that. Like,
It is.
no one wants to touch him.
Right.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I had a situation a long time ago, back when I was a troublemaker in my early 20s. Um, I got booked into jail, and over eager cop, he started feeling a little too long. Yeah, and not knowing how to handle the situation, I just kind of played along with it and like leaned over and I whispered to him. I said, "You like that D, don't you, officer?" He jumped back so fast. It was,
Wow.
yeah. So just, I don't know. Take that for what it's worth.
Right.
Find yourself in that situation,
Sure.
it might be useful. I don't know. At least
Absolutely.
he stopped. So that's the important part, right?
Hmm.
Let's see here.
Next one appears to be a J County Jail Correctional
Yeah, I
Officer
had scrolled up
sentenced
just a little too high, so I'd lost track of where it was. Um, Here we go.
a former J County Correctional Officer John R. Norris, 33, of Dunkirk, has been sentenced to 1 year of home detention for engaging in adult acts with an inmate. Really? Why is he? Oh my God! Why is he why is he being allowed to quote unquote serve his jail sentence at home? That's not a jail sentence. What the heck, courts? What the hell?
Yeah, that's very strange wording, isn't it? I wonder if he's gonna have to register. Probably not.
That's a good question. I
No,
can't
they're
tell
treating
one
it
way or
like
the
it's
other.
consensual, even though the inmate had no choice to be there or not. Very strange.
Right? It's not consent at all.
No.
A level 5 felony at that. It says here on the court order here. It says the court or the defendant John Norris, who is a male person, 33 years of age, is guilty of the crime, adult misconduct, level 5 felony. Uh, the court now sentences the defendant as follows. The court now sentences the defendant to 3 years. Okay, so it's 3 years in the Indiana Department of Corrections. Court imposes no fine, but assesses court costs in the sum of 189. The defendant is given credit for February 2nd, 2024. The court now suspend. Wow. So
2 years suspended. Okay.
that is dumb. So they gave him a 3 year sentence, but suspended 2 of that. What the
So they're
hell?
holding it over his head, pending compliance with
Gotcha.
probation. So if he complies with
That's
probation, then he doesn't have to serve it.
I get you. Okay.
And then he's allowed to work or travel to his employer and to and from appointments at the community corrections program. What? That's including church therapy. Okay. So otherwise he'll be at home. Well, supposedly. No ankle monitor though, so I guess it's just the honor system.
That's what it sounds like. Yes.
Oh wait, never mind. Here it is. 5. Responsible for the payment of all installation costs, daily fees, in connection with the electronic monitoring device.
Ah. Okay. So you will have to wear an income monitor. But
It
the
doesn't
problem
say
with those
ankle
income
monitor specifically though. I don't know what they mean particularly because it says installed in his residence. Oh, it doesn't say anything about attached to him. That's interesting.
Oh,
I want to know more
that's a
details.
valid point. That's a valid point. Yes, sir.
So our next one is Johnson County deputy terminated amid inappropriate behavior investigation. This is Arkansas again. Johnson County Sheriff's Office Chief Deputy Jacob Shook was fired from his position on Friday, August 16, Amid accusations, he sent inappropriate messages to a minor.
Ew.
So, see if this gets into more detail. Says, 2 weeks ago, Shook told him a man confronted him and accused him of sending inappropriate social media messages to the man's daughter. Both sides
Disgusting.
news that he was the one who confronted him. So, Jacob Goodwin is the father. Looks like my daughter informed me that Jacob Shook started sending her inappropriate text messages when he was with her mom. Oh, interesting. So they knew each other.
Oh,
Like,
jeez.
kind of like stepdad situation. Kind of creepy. What the hell?
Right?
Like, women, be careful who you date. Definitely don't date cops.
Absolutely.
Goodwin said he'd been working to get justice for his daughter. It all came to a head during Thursday's county quorum court meeting where the allegations were brought up. What, they hadn't been brought up previously? It's crazy. Video of Goodwin sharing alleged victim's testimony at the meeting became popular on TikTok. I don't want to get on TikTok. Yep,
Me
that's on
neither.
TikTok.
I can't stand TikTok.
Yeah, I'm not. I would show it, but yeah, it's on TikTok. So you guys can click on the link in the description. Watch this video link here later. Yeah, it says shows Goodwin telling officials about the multiple times he allegedly brought evidence to the sheriff's office and asked to make a formal complaint before being turned away. Because he's the deputy chief and nobody wants to step on toes. Why?
Right.
Yeah, disgusting. Yeah, if you're a parent, man, honor your kid's shit. Like, tell them you're doing it, but be nosy, as you protect your kids that way. Yeah, pisses me off.
Absolutely. And it should.
I mean, my daughter's still a little bit young, but a few more years, I'm gonna have to deal with stuff like that, I'm sure. So, Monticello cop was arrested for CP, signs from the department. Why was he allowed to resign? So apparently he was arrested Tuesday for dissemination of CP, which is a Class X felony. Not heard of that before. Class X.
What the hell? That is weird. Yeah, that is weird. I've never heard that term, Class X. That is weird.
So apparently, National Center for Missing Children gave several cyber tips to these guys, which resulted in a residential search warrant. Said prior to that search warrant, they took him into custody and transported him to jail. So they already had enough evidence prior to the search warrant, apparently, for the arrest. So I wonder if he was in contact with the decoy, sort of like monitor platform. Either way, like, I'm glad he got caught. Good.
Apparently, Class X felonies represent one of the most severe categories of crimes in many jurisdictions.
I mean,
Particularly when
I
it comes,
would agree that CP is probably one of the most severe crimes
yes,
for sure.
Is it particularly when it comes to drug-related offenses? These charges often involve large quantities of drugs, the intent to distribute, manufacture, or other factors that elevate the seriousness of the crime. That is crazy.
For our next one, going back to Missouri, former employee with Howell County Sheriff's Office found guilty of several crimes. This guy's out of West Plains. That's down near where Lucky is.
Oh, wow.
Like, between him and I. Probably about an hour and a half from me. So,
Okay.
yeah. Rob Pilkington of West Plains was arrested in 2021 on suspicion of statutory sodomy in the first degree with a victim less than 14. And then this says that according to court records, he was found guilty on 5 counts, first degree, 3 degrees of first degree R, and use of a child in this. There apparently were 4 charges that he found not guilty. So he was a former school resource officer. saying I'm against
Damn.
SROs completely because
Right?
I think that they do more harm than good, even
They
when they're
do.
not monsters like this.
Right.
Our next one, do you mind reading this one real quick? I'm gonna grab some water.
Sure. Detention officer arrested, accused of adult crimes involving kids. Um, Deputies in Burke County arrested a state detention officer accused of committing adult crimes involving children. Andrew Deviney is charged with 8 counts of second-degree adult exploitation of a minor. According to arrest warrants, Deviney distributed videos of children engaging in adult acts. State officials said he worked as a correctional officer in McDowell County. Wow, so it's another CO. It's another CO doing ugly shit to kids. Ew.
Is it this guy circled in the picture? I guess.
I have no idea. Maybe? I have no idea.
Now playing above. Where's it playing? Here. Interesting. Showing me. That looks like that's the
Oh, okay.
guy in the circle. Anyway. Get on to the next.
Cleveland.
Taking me a minute because I set down my water. Yes. Ex-East Cleveland officer of unlawful conduct with a minor. Apparently this guy, Rayvon Wiggins, 28, sentenced 2 years community parole. But I don't know what that is. He'd also have to register Tier 2 offender and permanently surrender his, I guess that's their particular stamp certification. Wiggins serves full-time police officer from October 2015 to 2023, then became an unpaid auxiliary officer. He was then terminated. Sorry, what?
Yeah. That acronym, Ohio Peace Officer Training Academy.
Sounds about right. He was.
I just looked it up.
Okay. Yeah, he was then terminated from his volunteer position in March 2024 following the criminal indictment. The offenses occurred in 2018, but were not reported until 2023. According to the report, a woman said that when she was 15 and in ninth grade is when she met Wiggins at a high school career day event. Apparently, he was 21 at the time. It says they began dating. Like this is bothersome wording. And had S multiple times. No, he R'd her. They didn't have S.
Bingo.
Seriously, come on. Write this shit accurately.
Blacked out and lost consciousness? Yeah, that is absolutely R word. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay. If you're blacked out and unconscious, you cannot consent.
It doesn't matter, drunk or not. But, yeah. What a mess.
Very much
he's
so.
terminated. Let's see. No, that's different. Ohio State Patrol has tried to break up with him. Father took out a no contact, or told her to get a no contact. What? So why did they come forward at that point? Charges. I just don't get it. We have no updates on what's happening either. Yeah, if you think these guys are getting light sentences, wait till you hear this last one. This one makes my blood. Ex-New York cop, 40, convicted of R, 13-year-old girl, gets 10 weekends in jail.
Yeah, this one really pissed me off because when I first saw this article, I was like, "What the fuck are these crackhead judges smoking? Why is he only getting 10 weekends in jail for doing adult things with a 13-year-old? What the hell?"
Yeah, I don't understand. Apparently, previously pled guilty to second-degree R and forcible touching. separate incident. Then
So he's no
his
stranger
other
to
arrest was a
being.
year later. 6 months after, charged in a separate case for allegedly exposing himself to another teen online. And
Jesus Christ.
yeah, apparently the sentence was part of a plea agreement. Well, no, it. But yeah, this makes me rage. At least he'll register as an SO. Hopefully, that's for life. And it says he could still face prison time for his second offense.
Good.
Of course, the
I
first
hope he
offense
did.
didn't trigger his suspension. Second